Hi guys, my name is Natalie and this is my final video project. I identify myself as a Salvadorian straight female, and the reason I'm starting with this is because this is how we started our first class in GRI 201. See, this class is an opportunity for us to focus on who we are. It's an opportunity to find out more about our history, find out people who represent us. I've enjoyed this class so much because it was the first chance I actually was able to learn more about my Salvadorian roots. See, throughout my life, when I had the chance to learn about the Hispanic or Latino culture, my teachers usually focus on the Mexican culture. And I've never had a problem learning about it because I was able to identify myself in some way due to our similarities that our cultures have. Um, However, I only learned about my culture through my mom. And yet she gave me a very, very brief history lesson because for her it's difficult to talk about the Civil War that happened in El Salvador in 1980. And so Jody actually helped me find people who have also had my struggle being Salvadorian, and I was able to connect with them for the first time. And so this class has also provided me with terms to describe the stages or the situations that I have gone through or I'm going through in life. And one of the theories that actually stood out to me was intersectionality theory. And this theory emphasizes how we can be oppressed in different forms. It could be through our race, our gender, our age, our sexual orientation, and even our ethnicity. And so, after writing the second essay about our racial development, at first I didn't believe that I felt discriminated. However, I realized that it came in many forms. And so, using that intersectionality theory, I actually realized that I have been a bit oppressed through my ethnicity. And so, Spanish was actually my first language growing up. So, I would use the terms that my family taught me. However, when I would communicate with my peers or other people who were Hispanic, Latino, I usually get corrected because my terms meant something totally different than their terms. And in order to be able to have them understand me, I had to correct myself and use their terms. So adapt to the Mexican culture. And so these situations leads Latinos or myself to go through different stages about our race. And so I learned that each race goes through a developmental stage. And for the Latino or Hispanic race, we go through different orientations. In my case, I believe that I was subgroup identified for most of part of my life because I was able to see the Mexican culture more positively than my culture. So subgroup identify is mostly having more positive views of one group than another group, even though we belong in the same race. Um, so I the essay helped me realize that sorry, the essay helped me because I was able to meet other Salvadorians, specifically a woman on campus who has taught me how to embrace my culture. And this class is designed to find resources that apply to you. And I think with research, we were able to find our role models, which helps us have a more positive mind about our own race or ethnicity, in my case. And so that's what the racial development stages are, is to at the end to actually have a more positive view about your own race. And I'm aiming for a Latino integrated orientation because that's what's going to give me a more positive view about myself or my race. This class also taught me about other identities, and one of the most fascinating identities was actually learning about masculinity. I think we mostly focus on the feminine side and that makes us forget what our boys or men are going through. And right now, I think it's masculinity is very toxic because we're telling them that they need to prove their manliness through sexual achievements, violent acts, and other harmful actions. Like they can't even express their feelings because that's not manly. And one of the readings actually from Michael Kilmore, he explains that masculinity can lead to homophobia. And in his article, he focuses on how homophobia is actually more of the fear of being emasculated, proving that they're not actually men after all. And so this fear can actually be very dangerous because it leads to silence, which means that men are actually approving of these inappropriate behaviors only to be able to maintain their manlyhood, or the manhood, I'm sorry. And I think learning about this or becoming aware, we're able to teach these to our brothers or our cousins or anyone that we're close with. And if we address this fear, like, I think we can be able to break all these gender roles that exist. GRI is an amazing opportunity to really learn more about yourself and others and what they've gone through. And it's been a great experience for me because I've become more aware of my struggles and also of others. I think this class really emphasizes that you're not alone. And I really thank you guys for listening to this.